Hello, Joel Tadman, Technical Editor of Golf Monthly here today at Foresight HQ in Guildford with the new TaylorMade M1 driver. Now, as I'm sure you know, this driver was a big hit on tour and on the marketplace. So TaylorMade haven't made any drastic wholesale changes to this club. It's still called M1, no change in the name and no change in the kind of headline technology that we see here. We've still got the T-Track system on the sole and the carbon composite crown on the top, but TaylorMade have made a lot of different refinement to improve the performance of this driver and make it more forgiving. So what TaylorMade have done is they've changed the carbon fibre we see on top. This carbon fibre is now just 6 layers rather than 7 with the old M1, which means it's 10% thinner. The ledge that it sits on that rests against the titanium, that's made a little bit shorter. There's also less glue being used. All these kind of things combined to save extra weight. We've also got a carbon fibre toe section here on the bottom. In total, TaylorMade using 43% more carbon fibre than the old M1. So that's going to save extra weight, which TaylorMade have used to make the driver more forgiving. It's got a larger footprint at address, but it's also meant TaylorMade can also increase the amount of adjustability on offer. Obviously, the original M1 had a load of adjustability on the sole that you could tweak to fine-tune the launch, the spin, and the shot shape. There's even more adjustability here on offer. You can see TaylorMade have lengthened the backtrack, so it's going to provide greater separation for launch and spin in the two extreme settings. The weight is actually 2 grams heavier as well, so that's going to help improve the separation even further. We've still got the sliding weight on the front of the track as well here. That's going to change the shot shape. There's also greater separation there as well, so you're going to get more draw and more fade depending on where you put it. It's actually 25 yards of dispersion you can change with that setting. We've got the 4-way adjustable loft sleeve, so up and down by 2 degrees, so you can change the loft as well. So loads of different settings, as we know from TaylorMade M1. It really is one of the most customizable drivers you can get on the market. Now, I've been testing this new TaylorMade M1 driver here on the simulator at Foresight HQ using premium golf balls with the weights in the neutral setting in terms of shot shape, and then the weight right at the front for low spin, low launch with premium golf balls. Got some really good distance numbers. Average carry for me was 271 yards. That is in the upper echelons of the carry that I can achieve with drivers that I've hit in the last few years. It really is right towards the top of all the drivers I've tested. Spin numbers around the 2-1 mark, so excellent performance overall. But what really stood out for me was playing around with the different weight settings. And 2 things. The first thing that stood out for me was the separation in spin and launch that I got with the 2 extreme positions. So testing with it in the front and then moving that weight right to the back. I think I got about 500 more RPM of spin with that weight in the back. Carry distance came down a result because the spin went up quite considerably to, I think it was around 2,500 RPM. So that's going to help slower swing speeds get a little bit more distance by having a bit more spin and launch to get the ball up in the air and keep it there. For me, that hurt me a little bit, but obviously with the weight in the front, that was my most optimum setting. And the other thing that stood out for me was just tended to turn this club over a little bit more than I did with the old M1. Obviously, I can negate that by changing the shot shape into the fade position, but it was just something that I discovered. It might be because of this toe section, because it's made of carbon fibre rather than titanium, which is obviously a lot lighter, which means we'd think in theory that more weight is concentrated into the heel area. And so for me, just tended to miss left a little bit more in the neutral setting. So if I was going to take this out on the course, I'd definitely keep the front weight forward and then move the shot shape weight on the track a little bit more into the fade position, and that might offset just that little bit of turning over I tend to experience with this club. But all in all, it feels fantastic, it looks fantastic, a little bit larger footprint than the old M1. Make sure you check out my other video where I put the old M1 and the new M1 up against each other head to head. But we're just talking about the M1 here today. Seeing very confidence inspiring behind the ball. We've got a little bit more detailing on the front here, M1 logo in the heel area. But yeah, fantastic. Love the look of it. Performs excellent. Obviously, go and get fitted for this driver. There's so many different settings you can choose from. You've got the weights on the sole, you've got the loft, you've got 30 no upcharge shaft options available. So it really is important you go and get custom fitted, especially if you're going to be spending £479 on this driver. So one of the more premium drivers out there, but obviously for that money you're getting a hell of a lot of technology. I think it's certainly one you're going to be able to maximise performance with this driver because of all the different settings you've got in the hands of a qualified custom fitter. You're not going to leave disappointed if you choose this driver. There is a 440cc option as well available for better players who perhaps like to work the ball a little bit more, like a smaller profile address. And that's got even more adjustable weight. It's got 30 grams of adjustable sole weight that you can tweak on the sole, as well as the adjustable hosel. So loads of customization. You're going to be able to create the launch, the spin, the shot shape that you want to see out on the course, and that's going to maximise distance and accuracy. So if you're in the market for a new driver, definitely give the TaylorMade M1 a try.